What is the purpose of physical pain? It is a signal that forces our attention to a part of our body that requires attention. It's like, hey, if you don't attend to me, then you're not gonna function much longer, whatever that would mean. Right? So clear. Okay. What is the purpose of psychological pain? Exactly. The exact same thing. Something is broken, otherwise you would be a happy bunny hopping all over. So there's nothing wrong. As in wrong about the pain. The pain is your friend. If there wasn't pain, you would lose your body. If there wasn't pain, you would be unwhole in your psyche. Forever, probably. The pain in the psyche is in its core, at the root, the pain of not being whole, not being complete. The separation that we all underwent happened when we received the indoctrinated model of who we are. That caused the separation, the disconnect from the source, and we became a artificial identity called the ego, which became so normal to us that we started to think that it's really us. If that was authentic, we would all be happy, complete. And nobody is. So pain is the reminder that we have a bigger mission here to complete. The bigger mission is to make ourselves complete again, to find our way back home into oneness. Without pain, who would take that journey? We all would be in blissful ignorance about our separation. And evolution would get stuck right there. But life is not composed like that. As we are all whole in our essence, however separated in our psyche through the illusion of the ego. And that's why there's pain that does not let anybody off the hook. It's the one thing that you can't get rid of, except you make the pain jobless. Means when you're whole, there is no reason for the pain to hang out with you any longer. You can't get rid of it until that state of wholeness has been restored. You can make as much money as you want. The pain will not be impressed. You can have as many people adoring you as you want. The pain will not be impressed. You can do as many prayers and mantras and anything of that, which is all great, but the pain still will not be impressed. Only when the pain is obsolete. And that is only when you have become complete, whole again. Until then, make friends with the idea that pain will be with you. And you know when you're whole, when you don't have psychological pain anymore. Many people claim to have no psychological pain because they are managing so well to be disconnected from anything deeper in themselves that in their experience they actually do not have pain. But they are scheduled. they are scheduled. One day it will break. It will break through. And nobody knows when that will be. It's part of the mystery of their soul's journey when their time has come. Some people are perfectly happy, in quotation marks, and then suddenly midlife crisis hits, and from one day to the other, they are in big, deep psychological trouble. So by the simple principle, when you understand that we are, in essence, whole, yet artificially separated, the psyche is the seat or the space of the ego, and as long as the ego separates us from God, from the universe, from the whole, from life, whatever you want to call it, there will be pain being the friend, reminding you, hey, you need to pay attention, become complete the journey, and then we have completed our mission. So that's the purpose of pain. As much as it is unpleasant to feel, however, we mention it many times because it's such a good reminder from the Buddhist teachings, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. The suffering is the story we run, the resistance we run. So pain is an indicator, actually a guardian that watches over us, that we are continuing our actual journey, becoming whole. When we are in suffering, then we are in the story. The pain in its original root, as I mentioned, is the pain of separation. And why is separation painful? Simply because, imagine the original state of wholeness, and separation means an inevitable contraction, doesn't it? Yeah? Separation means less than whole. You contract it. And contraction is experienced from a human perspective as painful. The maximum contraction is depression. That's when you are literally in a black box without any exit in your head. That's the most painful psychological state we know. That's why the suicidal rate for depression patients is 25%. 25%. So, a relationship to pain that is not governed by resistance makes your life much easier. Then you become a student of pain, you're a listener. You are taking the higher mission while you're here more serious, and therefore life will take you also more serious and look more after you. If you change your attitude, your suffering will reduce significantly. Not the pain. The pain reduces only when you are making progress in becoming more complete, more whole. So today you had opportunities to open up, to reconnect with suppressed or repressed pain. And thank God it's only day 2 in Conscious Living 2. Right? That's why we have it on day 2, though, so that you have time now to work, not immediately closing the boxes again, but keep it open. Actually invite more stuff to still come up, to really make the maximum use from these 4 days. You will be complete and healed by the end of Conscious Living 2. Complete in your process, I mean. I cannot promise you completion as a being, but complete in this process. But for now, and tomorrow we're going to continue doing more work on that, for now, leave it open. Be a mess. Ask the pain to tell you what is required for you to hear. What are the issues that still need your attention and your conscious engagement? Do you have any questions around that subject? Yes. We human beings don't want to feel our feelings. We want to feel the good feelings, of course, but not our bad feelings, yeah, or the painful ones. So we are shying away. We have learned to go into our heads, into stories, because they are safe. We don't want to feel our feelings. The job of a feeling is, or the feelings, a feeling when it's felt will start moving, and it will move away from you. Maybe not immediately, maybe after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but usually it doesn't hang around too long. It just wants to be felt. That's the purpose of a feeling, to be felt, nothing else. Not explained, not analyzed, it just wants to be felt. So when we become mature enough to allow our feelings to be felt, what we experience is that they are moving, they come and go. It's energy. The feeling is an energy. And only by our resistance to feel it, it gets stuck in us because it can't move. We are blocking it. So that's why it's a very, very good idea to open up and seek to learn feeling our feelings again. Sometimes particular situations and conditions can help. That's why many people, when they take a medicine plant things in the right environment, it can help to feel your feelings again. Best is if you have no impact of substance, because then you are absolutely pure and conscious, and to learn it this way. But there's nothing wrong with getting a little help from Peru or Brazil.